The energy that we have within us, it could kill, it could destroy. It's so powerful. What limits the energy that flows within us is our mind and our body. The only time and the times that we are connected to that energy is when we are fully present, and that energy is the same as God. And when you're connected to the energy, you will get ideas, you will get new inspirations. However, once you get that ideas, does that idea align with your mind and your nervous system? Hello there again. My name is Titilayo. I'm your identity and body reset coach. And today we are going to talk how the mind and the nervous system stops or doesn't allow things to come into our life that we want with our mouth, but obviously with our body and our beliefs is different. Before I go into it, I was actually listening to Kathleen Cameron this morning, and she said that the mind and the body is what limits us to fully be who we are. And I totally agree with that, because the energy that we have within us, it could kill, it could destroy, it could make a lot of things, it could create. It's so powerful. What limits the energy that flows within us is our mind and our body. So let me give you a personal example of mine. Say, for example, I received a great idea. It came from the energy within me. The idea is so massive. I started thinking about it. I'm like, oh my God, my mind wants to explode, because my mind cannot handle the energy and the excitement that is coming through. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so happy. I cannot hold it all in. And then my mind all of a sudden comes into like, oh, what's happening? Are we safe? Is everything all right? The mind try to bring down the energy within me, because that energy is too big in my body. Like, if I keep going on with that excitement, I could bust my head into a wall. But the mind is like, we need to keep this safe. Where is this energy coming from? The mind begins to scan, what is this energy? Does this energy fit our personality? Does it fit the hardware? Is it an experience that we've had before? Does it fit the nervous system? The mind begins to scan and think, what is this energy? And before you know it, the mind begins to dull this energy down, dull it down. So what the mind is doing, the mind is reducing the frequency of the energy to match the beliefs in the mind, the programming in the mind, and also to match the hardware as well, the nervous system, what the body can take. So the mind is scanning. Does it fit our identity? Does it align with who we are? Does it align with our beliefs? What is it? If it aligns, it fits the identity. Oh, the mind, body, energy aligned. Oh, you're going to act on it straight away. That's why they say money loves fast decision makers. And that's why a lot of people love fast movement. Once they get an idea, they just want to execute it straight away. All they focus on is about execution, because the identity is aligned. The body and the mind is aligned with the energy. Execution straight away. This is where action is needed. Eloquence. Just before we continue with the video, I want to use this opportunity to invite you to my Life Reset Workshop. Life Reset Workshop is a space for you to work with me for 2 weeks to see the patterns running your life, to see it, name it, and to change it. Once you know what is running your life, sis, it is easy for you to get what you want. What you want is no longer a debate. It is now yours for the taking. Back to the video. But if it's not aligned, I get this new idea. I'm like, oh my God, this is great. But the idea is not aligned. So say, for example, I get an idea that I could make £1 million in 10 days. And I can see the possibility, the energy is huge. I'm like, oh my God, this could really happen. I'm so excited. I'm thinking, what could I do? The mind is thinking, but this is not who we are. You're not even a business owner. You don't even have the skills. Your mind checks the nervous system and see what it's like. This is not our identity. What's going on? We don't even have the experience. Your mind is beginning to calm the frequency down. Like, okay, let's kill this energy. It's not like it's killing it, but your mind is like, let's come back to who we are because we need to be safe. So your mind at this point is like seeing that this energy that you've received or this idea is so high up, but it doesn't match your body. It doesn't match the mind, the programming, the beliefs. So what the mind does is it starts to kill it. So I've got the idea and I'm thinking about how can we make it happen? The mind is not gonna give me images on how to make it happen. The mind will start bringing up why it cannot be done rather than the mind helping me to figure out how to make it done. The mind will now start bringing up excuses. Oh, you cannot do it because this is what we believe. If you do it, there's a possibility that you could die doing it. There's a possibility that you're not going to have any rest at all. You're going to be working like a machine. Your mind begins to introduce different fears and different things based on your beliefs and perception into you, and your mind begins to remind you, remember who you are. Oh. You are not a business person. You are not the most intelligent person. You're not a fit person, so don't try to think you can act like that. Remember who you are. So your mind is going to be telling you all these things. What a lot of us do, we start to listen to the mind. We start to think of who we really are. Oh, I'm a woman. I'm not tall enough. I'm not slim enough. I don't have enough experience. We start to listen to the mind. And before you know it, that idea just begins to die off slowly, slowly, and slowly. And before you know it, we don't act on the idea. We do nothing with the idea. The idea is energy. Ideas are energy. The idea just goes through. And before we know it, the door to big ideas or anything is shut off temporarily. And then we're back to square one. We're back to running the autopilot. We're back to running the automations in the system. The only time and the times that we are connected to that energy is when we are fully present. And that energy is the same as God. So when you are fully present, sometimes when you are rested, when you are not in your mind, thinking, overthinking, or running the programming, when you're just out of your mind and you're just there, or when maybe you're dancing, you're not in your mind, you're dancing, you're having fun. Those are the times we are connected to the energy. Or maybe when you're meditating, or maybe when you're cooking, or maybe when you have a real good conversation with someone and you're not in your mind thinking, oh, what's this person going to say next? This is what I'm going to say next. When you're fully present, your attention is here. That's why Eckhart Tolle says there is power in the now. Because when you are fully present, you are connected to God. You're connected to the source, energy. And when you're connected to the energy, you will get ideas. You will get new inspirations. You will get new things that you can use. The solutions to the events, the problems in your life, you will get it instantly. However, once you get that ideas, does that idea align with your mind and your nervous system? Because if it doesn't align, it's rejected. Your mind will keep you safe. Your mind is just doing the job. Your mind does not hate you. Some people, like I used to back in the days as well, really hate my mind. Not like in that sense, but when my mind introduces things that I don't want, I'm like, I reject it. I rebuke it. No, that's not for me. Get out. Talk to the mind anyhow. Like, I don't want to hear you. Just keep quiet. No, I know the mind is doing its job. So I don't blame the mind. I go to the programming. What have I programmed? I'm like, oh, what did I tell you? What was this experience like? Let's go through it. Let's change it. I'm like, is this what we've been thinking? Is this what we've built into ourselves? I start trying to change the program. Oh, this is why you're rejecting it. This is why you've not allowed me to take action. This is why we have been doing that same old thing. Oh, I see. This is where we begin to reprogram the mind and let the nervous system know what is safe for us. So we start to say, okay, we're changing our beliefs. I no longer believe this. So it is one thing for you to change your belief and say, okay, I no longer believe this. But your mind and your nervous system is going to collect receipts depending on your feelings. That is why Neville Goddard says, feeling is the secret. Because it's your feelings that interpret to your body and say, oh, this is safe. Okay, let's save that. It's your feelings, not your body. So say, for example, I change my mind and I say, oh, I claim a new identity. I'm like, okay, this is who I am. I am a 3.8 million business owner. This is who I am. I changed my identity and that is who I am. But then when it comes to investing in my business or investing in myself to allow me fully live up to that potential of my identity, I say, I'll come back next week. So say, for example, a coach, I need to invest in a coaching program and it's going to cost me 7,000 or 10,000 or 15,000 pounds. I've already claimed I'm a 3.8 million business owner. And then I say to myself, oh, I don't have that money right now. Or maybe they tell me the price. I'm like, 10,000 pounds. Oh, no, 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 we're not going to do that. Not now, maybe in another 2 years. Oh, my nervous system and mind have collected receipt immediately because I froze. My feeling was jumpy. I was like, not now. They just said, okay, this is who we are. So I can't be saying to people I'm a 3.8 business millionaire, but really and truly deep down, I'm not, because I can't even, afford to buy that 15K coaching program. The best way that I have learned to do it anyway, because sometimes the money is not physically there for you to invest in whatever you wanted to invest, and they tell you that, oh, this is 15,000 pounds that you have to invest. Oh, okay, I like that. This is beautiful. Yes, we can do that. I'm a 3.8 business million owner. I can afford that. That's not even an issue. Yeah, let me find out how to get that money to you. And then I go in when I start thinking, oh, that's a brilliant idea. And I start talking in my mind and using my mind. Now, this is the right time to use my mind, because most of the time we don't use our mind right. And that's what I saying to my mind, oh, okay, so how are we going to do that? That 15K is a very good experience for us. So let's start figuring how we're going to get that money to our, let's figure it out, because there are ways that we can get that money, because that's who we are. Immediately my mind start beginning to, okay, look for ways and present ideas. Oh, do this, speak to this person. Oh, open this up. Let's get it out. But if I was fearful of that, the master just reminds me that, oh, remember who you are. You are not yet making 250K. Why do you want to go and get that? Just know who you are. Man, know who you are. Don't be doing over more than who you are. That's why some people, when they go out, like maybe you're shopping with your friends and then you see a nice bag. Oh my god, this bag looks so nice. It's gonna suit my shoes. It's a perfect match. Let me get it. And then you pick up the bag. I say, how much is it? And they tell you 3,000. But immediately you just push it down. Like, no, okay, no, it's not for me. It's not for me. What has happened? Your nervous system and your mind has kicked in and said, oops, Remember who you are. Remember that you're only earning 100K a year. Remember that we're always tight on money. Remember that we're struggling to pay our bill. That is who you are. Someone that struggles to pay our bill. Someone that is not always having enough money in a bank account. That is who you are. You cannot buy it. Just put it down. That's what your mind and your nervous system will say. Put it down. And immediately we drop it down because our identity is still tied to someone that cannot afford it. This it runs deeper than that, and this is why changing your patterns, changing your habits is so important. This is why I have the life reset workshop whereby you can notice these patterns and start taking actionable steps. It doesn't mean you're going to jump from A to Z, but you can start taking little steps that would start renewing your result, that will give you a new result that you want, because it's not about what you say, it's about your feelings, it's about what you choose, and it's also about your beliefs, and it's also about repetitions, your consistency in choosing your new identity. And then by doing all of those things, results follows. Life is about spiritual and mentally first. The physical follows the spiritual and mentally. You cannot be, do, have without your spirit and your mental capabilities. It's impossible. The body cannot move, act, do, enjoy things without those things. So hence why my life reset workshop is a fantastic opportunity. It provides you the space, the accountability, the support to take you through that process. All right, my queen, that is it for today's video. It's your girl, Titilayo 3.8. Bye.